What's up, everybody? It's Mobility Matt with the Mara Mindset. Here with
Go pump. And today we are going to stretch our body, mobility. Oh well, yeah, be mobile because
so,
we train a lot.
so we're gonna focus on getting a full body mobility session. You want to lubricate the joints, the ligaments, lubricate the spine as well because you're only as old as your spine. So remember that. So we're gonna start off on the feet. Come back here. We're gonna work on dorsiflexion. Oh, my bad. We're gonna work on plantar flexion. So that's you want your feet to be down like this. So when you come down, you want to be down like this. All right. And if it hurts, then you can sit on a yoga block or 2 yoga blocks. When I first started, I had to do 2 yoga blocks. So sit back. Now you can either rep this out, 10 reps, or you can do 10 reps with about a 5-second hold, or you can just do 30-second holds. If you're real advanced, you can just do all of it. I just want to make sure I give you variations on other things that you can do. Now we're going to work into the dorsiflexion. How far the feet go past the toe. So you're going to sit here, right? And make sure this front heel stays planted. You don't want to ever be on the toes. Be on the heel. If you can lift up the toes as well. Take your torso, elongate it, and put the ribs by the knee. Make sure this right knee is kicked outward and you're dropping the heel inward. Now you want to lean all the way over to this knee, picking the toes up, dropping the heel, reaching.
Oh yeah.
Yes, you're going to feel it in your tibialis.
And my glutes too.
Yeah.
Stretched out.
Make sure you keep the knee this way.
Okay.
Stay on the
Now,
tripod. Stay on the base of the big toe, the base of the big toe, and the heel. Both sides.
gotta stay there a little bit longer.
But this is very beneficial because if your ankles don't work properly, then trickles them to the knees. The knees have to compensate, the hips have to compensate.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, you got lower back pain.
Sometimes your arms get compensated.
Facts.
So it's important to do both sides.
Same thing here. Take the toes up. I always tell people sometimes too, before you lean forward, pick up your last 4 toes and then lean into it. So you get that extra little bit. And then focus on pulling your toes up. Although you may not be able to, it may not look like you're doing it.
Okay.
Squeeze the muscle and pull it up. So you can get that tibialis to pull forward so your knee can go further. And then come up and reach. This helps you get that just that little bit further. Everything you do helps you get 1% further.
Make sure you're breathing.
You got to breathe in and out the nose through the diaphragm.
The more you breathe, the more you can stretch it out.
All right, take a break. Okay, now we're going to do ankle cars, right? It's going to be 10 one direction. So open the toes up as much as you can and rotate the ankles. Full range. We're going to go through full range of motion. Go a little bit slower.
This is definitely good for the ankles.
The other direction, and this is good for your balance. I just had a client that I was training, and he had pretty bad balance, so I just had him stand on one leg, move the other leg around, back and forth. We walk on one leg, so why not train on one leg?
Yeah.
We always see older people on the sidewalk. They look like they're walking on a tightrope because they have no balance and stability. They're walking like this.
Yeah.
They're not used to balancing on one leg. How we have to do it for about a second or two.
That makes sense.
Other leg. Ankle. Raise the knee as high as you can. To
You
also work
mean
the
the
hip-
toes?
Raise the knee as high as you can. To also work the hip flexor.
Good, man. Very important. A lot of us just do exercises like pull-ups, push-ups, dip squats, or sometimes we use machines, which is even worse. Like you use machines and you don't do these stuff right here. That's just straight injury. You're asking your body for fucking injury.
That's what happens when we see those like the YouTube or the Instagram or whatever social media thing.
Yeah.
Squatting 500 and then even
Yeah.
pops because the ACL, MCL, PCL, LCL has just been slowly getting by, and then it's like, yo, let me go harder. And it's like, yeah, nah. All right, next up, it's gonna be knee rotation. So you're gonna start here, right, and rotate the shin. Now you're gonna push through here while you're pushing up to work the hip flexor as well. So you want to strengthen the hip flexor. Many of us have weak hip flexors, so I like to incorporate all the things that just about everyone has, just so we can, get that out the way for people. But sometimes that's the little things like weak hip flexors is the only thing they have wrong. Along with tight hips, of course.
Why do people why do we have to raise our toes up?
I mean, like,
That's
sway the
yeah,
toes.
yeah. Why do you have to spread it out and
So mainly because see how we wear shoes, see how you came up with the shoes?
yeah.
A lot of people imagine you wore mittens your whole life. That you would never know your hands could do all this. You know what I mean? Imagine somebody came to you after you wore mittens your whole life, like, bro, your fingers can do all this. Your toes can do all that too. We can clap with our feet, we can pick up stuff with our feet. Our feet are like hands. We just forgot that because we wear these shoes, and these shoes have just pushed us away from our animal instinct. And then on top of that, we're made of electricity. They got rubber at the bottom of these shoes. So now we're not grounding with the earth, which is also building inflammation, which is hurting us.
Yeah, that's deep, man.
Side. Push down from the knee. Down from the knee. Now like hand on the knee.
I feel like this cracking by doing this.
Yeah. Like when was the last time you rotated your knee?
I think the last time we went.
Yeah, you gotta really get on that rotation. Because this is like, people play basketball, they want to hit them with that, get a little and then they turn, and then they get crossed up. Yeah, that's why that happens and they end up hurting themselves. Because they're in a full knee rotation and all the pressure's on it too. And they haven't done that in who knows how long. Alright, so next is gonna be the hip cars. So we're gonna do the standing just because we're a little more advanced. You can do this laying down on your back as well. So we're gonna bring the leg up, right? Nothing here is gonna move. Bring the leg back, out, up, go over the hurdle. Back, out, up, over the hurdle, back, out, up, over the hurdle. One more, and we're gonna reverse, back, out, up, over the hurdle. Now neutral, now come forward. Out, back, in, forward, out, back, down and in, forward, out, back, down and in, forward, out, back, down and in. Alright, take a break.
This is good for the calves too, for the other leg.
Yeah, so when you're working joints, ligaments, and tendons, the muscles have no choice but to follow. Because you're going to be doing, you're going to be strengthening your calves. So it's going to be calf day. It's going to be this, that, and the third day, but it's going to be full body. Because a lot of people that look like us, we understand that we should be working full body just about every day. Because we don't necessarily have a bicep or a tricep. That's just what we had called it. The muscles and the bones are almost made of the same thing. It's just like a tougher fibers. So when we begin to understand where our body works, we can train more efficiently. Because you see how I be training. People be like, yo, what do you be doing? You don't seem like you be doing it.
Yeah. No, you would not think he doesn't train. He train when he's sleeping.
Wait till I do train. You know what I train? How I train? I watch other people train. and I get the gain off
Yeah.
that.
Like, he lets you train for him.
Right.
I train for him.
I take the knowledge in, and then I just get bigger muscles.
Yeah.
Are we going to go to the left side? Wait, move over a little bit. We're like off this side. All right. Ready? Get that over. Just go like a normal leg. All right. Other leg. So back. Out. Up and around. Over the hurdle. Back. Out. Around. Over the hurdle.
That's hard. I
Back.
got it, bro.
Up and around, over the hurdle. Last one. Back. No. Up and around. Back to neutral. Now reverse. Up. Over. Back down. And in. Up. Over. Back down and in. Up. Over. Back down and in. One more. Up. Over. Back down and in. Alright.
Woo! Amazing.
I don't think it's easier than that. The hips are the hardest part. Seeing as that we have so much tension in them. We were high serves. We were meant to sit like that. So we're in a compromised position the whole time.
Oh, okay.
With the lower back was never meant to hold us up. Our feet are.
Yeah.
That's why so many people have lower back pain.
That was good, man. Especially for right here.
Yeah, all of them.
I wanted to keep doing more, man. But you said stop. It feels good when I do it. It feels very good.